Alright, this is Mike Brookreson, Texas Hillcountry Crypto. Before we pull up here, I want you to know the last time I was here, we shut up the doors and drawers on the cherry picker. We put a log across the path that they use, and we put some poles out to kind of secure the area just to see if they would move them or redirect them. Now I see that there's a flatbed trailer down here, which means that Victor's come down here and done some work, maybe used some of the equipment. I wonder if he's even taken a moment to stop at the feeding station, check her out. If you'll note, 41 seconds into this video, the cherry picker appears to be secure, which is a big indicator that there hasn't been a lot of activity. It's not definitive, but it certainly is substantial. So we walk up here, we find one Snickers bar left. The others are gone. An apple that's been bitten, a banana that's been completely consumed, and the deal left, and a half a cantaloupe that was apparently left for me. The stick, still there, across the deal. So it's been moved. That stick has been drug out a little bit. I guess they're encroaching now upon my territory. So, Snickers wrapper there, where it was consumed. I just heard a loud noise. Fruit tossed about, bitten fairly considerably. So, and it looks like whatever consumed the fruit did so from inside and threw it out, and the Snickers bar as well. So they've been, I suspected they've been crawling up here and resting at night, and the answer is they have been, because the fruit was consumed inside of the shed. So, whoo, that kind of startled me a little bit. So anyway, we see that they like Snickers. We see that they'd rather have the Snickers than the fruit, I think is the message I got there. So, all right, I got you guys.
Let me show you the effects of being out in the bushes in the Texas Hill Country this time of year. On my body, I was snake bitten by a rattlesnake earlier this year, but it's nothing compared to this. These are my legs. Now what's happened to them is that fire ants have infested me and have bitten me all the way up into regions I'd rather not describe. Now, of course, it's ugly to look at, and it's not pretty. Nevertheless, if you think that anybody would risk that kind of injury, you know, and having to change sheets every day because you're bleeding, just to get the kind of photographs I'm about to show you, you're ridiculous. I value my time and my body much more than that. Those scars are permanent.
We're here today
if you will.
to look at a snap twist on a cedar that I took some hair samples from last week. And we're going to determine whether or not my research partner peeing on it had the effect that he anticipated, which was them ripping it out of the ground. It didn't. They did do more damage to it, though. Here's the snap twisted cedar. It's been snapped off, and it's been repeatedly twisted. Out of this twisting came multiple hair samples on both levels. So we're going to step back here. The top two, it's gone. Whatever took it out for good. It was once the size of these other cedars. So it's missing about spot where some substantial hairs came from. That's all I'd like to say about that this time. They've all been given to a field biologist by the name of John Morley with the Texas Hominid Research Group here in Texas. And he's going to submit them for DNA testing after he's had some morphology work done on them. So if you think I'm not all about evidentiary matters and proving the species, well, you don't know much about me. Moving right along. The reason I picked this spot, as I explained earlier, is I'm looking for spots where a subject could spy on humans. There's the house right there. So could spy on the humans from vantage points with rapid egress and ingress. Here's the creek bed in Arroyo. Here's a great low spot here where you could just stand inside the creek bed, look out, and watch the humans. It's kind of a voyeuristic, creepy feeling to think that I'm choosing my locations for evidence collection based upon where a very intelligent humanoid could spy on my family and I. But that's the case. This is called a choke point. It's where game trails collide. And okay, this is a snap twist cedar. All right, it's been ripped down to the ground and left as a territorial marker. Now, when it started, it was up. And when we found it last week, it was tucked behind this tree, like that. Now, since that time, it's been directionally moved over here and laid down on the ground. Now, I don't know if that has any significance or not, but in the snap portion of the deal, we found a lot of hair. Now, these weren't buck hairs. These were really long hairs that had a human hair look to them. The other snap cedar that we found over here has been removed. In other words, it's been taken up, pulled out, and no longer exists. In its place, this has been left in the tree, and this limb has been snapped at that level, right there, and tucked back behind that tree. These are just some things that have been going on since we took the hair. Now, whatever did that had to reach up well beyond where I could grab and take that limb, snap it, and bend it behind that. So whatever's doing this has a purpose. Whatever purpose they have, I don't know. But if they're rough on trees, they redistribute a lot with regard to timber. So that snap twist was removed. This one has been moved, and that's the spot where the first hair samples came out of, right there. The tree's still alive. They purposely leave a little tree in place like that so that it can continue to grow and their territory can continue to be marked. So not only the bucks mark their territory out here, but so do the other creatures of the forest.